Another 2 Melbourne postcodes are in lockdown in a bid to slow the spread of coronavirus. Residents living in 9 public housing towers have been told they're not allowed to leave for at least 5 days.
An unprecedented and extraordinarily extreme measure.
Welcome to Melbourne, Victoria, guinea pig state of the world, the most unfucking livable city in the world. Here we have horror head Premier Daniel Andrews. Australia, 104, or was it 105? One or the other. Deaths in 6 months. One in the last 6 weeks, an 89-year-old in an aged care home, it's supposedly in Victoria. 1 death in 6 weeks, and this is a pandemic. Like I said, we are the guinea pig state of the world. We do all the test casing for the rest of the Western countries, whether it's terrorism, whether it's car attacks, you name it. Victoria, the shithole. So what's happening here? Of course, they've been telling us about the second wave. The second wave. Fucking second wave shit. How did they know there was going to be a second wave? Is it going to be a third wave? Fourth wave? Well, we know. We know this shit's going to hit the fan in September. So, the rest of Australia, there's no cases. I mean, I keep saying the thing, cases, I couldn't give a fuck about cases, but not, don't even worry about deaths, but there's no cases. I saw something yesterday in Tasmania where it's cold. It's the coldest, state in Australia, where you'd think the virus would be hanging around more. Not a case in 62 days. 2 months, not a single case. Maybe because no one's being tested with their flawed testing. But what's happening here in Melbourne in the last couple of weeks, we'll use the guinea pig state. All of a sudden, we've got these cases. Because what's happening, whereas before there was like, I don't know, a handful of people, 100 a day, if that, I don't know, idiots getting tested. Now we're up to like 20,000 people a day are getting tested. It's beyond me why anyone would get tested, but supposedly going by their figures, the numbers are, astronomical. So of course you're going to pluck out a few bullshit cases. And, we all got coronavirus. It's just one of many thousands of viruses. And the seasonal flu and common cold are part of the coronavirus family. So people, if you didn't realise it now, it's July the 4th, it's the middle of freaking winter. And there are people getting symptoms of a fucking seasonal flu and common cold. And if you're getting tested, you're going to be tested positive, you freaking idiots. So, as you know, this absolute horrid communist piece of garbage, who, together with his supposed chief health minister experts, wouldn't know shit from clay, because it's all from a script, they have put 10 postcodes, which is 36 suburbs, all from the west and the north, the, underprivileged, the heavily migrated, refugee, whatever, part of Melbourne. Yeah, put them in lockdown last week because a few cases have gone up. But anyway, what's happened in the last 2 days, I'll just keep playing.
This is, in many respects, the most challenging.
No, you love it. It's not challenging.
We have dealt with throughout this entire global pandemic.
9 public housing towers in complete lockdown. Nobody allowed to leave. Nobody allowed to enter.
So they've locked down 9 towers. 9 towers. 3,000 people. These 9 towers aren't all next to each other. They are, some are kilometres apart in different suburbs. Yes, some are together, side by side, but they are spread around 2 or 3 suburbs. So you're telling me all of a sudden this bug has made its way into all these towers all at the same time? Bullshit! What, it's left these aged care homes throughout Australia, especially Sydney, Melbourne. Let's leave them alone for a while. Let's just go into these high-rise housing commission towers. Really? Really? 23, 27 bullshit cases, all in these towers. Well, I'll tell you one thing right now. Right now, these people in these towers, none of them have got tested. You think these people who don't have cars, who hardly leave their homes anyway, unemployed, refugees, living a shit life in these government, towers, they're not getting tested. They wouldn't even freaking know about bloody this coronavirus. They probably don't even have TVs. They probably don't even listen to the radio or watch TV. They're not going out to these testing stations. So how did all of a sudden 27 people test fucking positive in these 9 towers? That averages 3 a tower, yeah? Bull fucking shit. How about you tell us the names of these people, what floors they're on, what towers they're on? So the people on those floors, oh shit, sorry, they all went down the same lifts and they come in contact with these people. So we're going to lock 3,000 people in because for 1 minute they might have been in the same lift as a person who tested positive with a runny nose. That's how they played this bullshit game. Oh, you come in a 1 minute contact. No, the fucking bullshit experts even tell us you've got to be like 20 minutes plus next to someone with coronavirus to even catch it from them. 20 minutes plus, not 1 minute in a fucking lift. But yeah, all of a sudden, 27 cases in 9 fucking towers, all at the same time. It is just a joke. And I'll tell you why. Keep playing.
There will be no reason for any of those residents to leave their home.
5 of these public housing towers are in Flemington. 4 are in North Melbourne. They contain a total of 1,345 units, approximately 3,000 people affected.
I don't for a moment underestimate how...
None in your fucking area in the east, hey? None of these poor people in lockdown in the eastern suburbs of Victoria, where your electorate is.
How challenging, how traumatic in some respects that will be.
At any point in time, 500 police will be enforcing this lockdown.
500 police. Well, there it is. There it is. The recruitment campaign ever since the Burke Street bullshit car attack, January 2017. I'd say the police force has tripled in Victoria. They won't tell you that, but you just got to watch the TV, the ads. The ads. Recruitment. 500 police to man these 9 towers. Police on every floor. Police outside. You can see what this is about. It's a test case for the police state. When I say that, we're in a police state already. But here, they can actually very easily control 3,000 people. Just, like I said, 1 or 2 on each floor, few outside, and the whole tower's are controlled. Whereas if you're in suburbs, you virtually need 1 cop per house to keep them inside for 5 days or more. But no, you got the towers fully under control. We do what they like, treat them like absolute prisoners. It's a joke. It is a joke. That's what this is all about. All about using these high-rise towers. Nothing more, nothing less. It's a test case.
There will be a number of VicPol staff on each floor within these towers, and then a larger number of Victoria Police members will essentially police that hard lockdown at access points to these towers.
Yeah, that's it, exactly. Police force. They're not there to, help these people in there. They're there to traumatise them. How would you be living there and having all these fucking cops outside your front door for 5 days or more? It'll go for more, you can guarantee. But they know these migrants and refugees, they'll obey. They'll obey as soon as the vaccine comes out in September. That's it, guys. September is the big time month where all this shit's going to hit the fan. That's when the vaccine's going to be released. Guaranteed September. That's what the plan is. Let's drag this shit out with these second waves. Let's just fuck people's minds up, lock them down to the point where they says, please give me the vaccine. Please give me the vaccine. I don't want these lockdowns anymore. I'm scared of this bug. This bug that's killed supposedly one person in 6 fucking weeks in a population of 25 million people. Oh, but that's because of the lockdowns, these idiots tell me. Oh, the government we got to love. We got to love them for putting us in lockdown. We're all in this together.
The difficult decision was taken after a surge in transmissions
Difficult decision. Oh, fucking was it difficult. They love this.
within these towers. Residents will be locked down for
Surge
at least
my
5
ass.
days as everyone is tested by health professionals.
Everyone's tested. They just said it. None of these people have been tested. It's all fake. They're going to test them now. Oh, it'll be easy to test these 3,000 or you piece of cake because they're all forced to be tested, not going to be allowed out. Please take this test. Yeah, no worries. I can't go against that, Mr. Policeman. Medical experts, bullshit medical experts testing. They're just unemployed idiots that have got these jobs through job networks to do this. Unemployed, unskilled idiots testing us. That's the joke.
We'll be able to make further judgments about different groups within those towers.
Ah, yeah,
Different policies
bullshit.
and like
Biggies.
responses, family by family.
This horrid
tower by
fucking
tower.
creature.
We're extremely concerned that there are many hundreds
Another fucking creature, this fucking thing. Extremely concerned. No, you're not. You're loving this. Loving playing this script.
of people in these towers who have already been exposed to the cases that we've found and
So
possibly
that's what she says. They've been exposed. Because they caught a lift. They caught a lift with supposed someone carrying this fucking bullshit.
to cases that exist and that we haven't found.
The postcodes containing those suburbs, 3031 and 3051, have been added to the
Yeah, 2
existing
more.
local
They've
lockdown.
added it to
The
the
alternative
other
is
10.
this gets right away from us. And we've got not just
Gets right away from us. Is that part of the script, Andrews? Of course it is.
12 postcodes locked down, but every postcode locked down.
The curve in Victoria
There we
is
go.
now disturbingly a mirror of the initial peak.
The curve. Disturbing. Look at this shit, will ya? We had this bullshit peak. Then, of course, they fudged it and make it come down. Let everyone out. Everyone's feeling good. We're coming back to normal. Nah, fuck you. Let's second wave this. Let's second wave this in the guinea pig state of Victoria. Look at this bullshit. We got the 108. What a fucking joke. I don't give a fuck about your cases. I'm sick of these cases. No one's dying. That's all we got to worry about. A pandemic isn't cases. A pandemic is people dying. Dropping dead in the streets. Not fucking cases. Cases mean fucking nothing. They're like mosquito bites. No one's going to die from it. Cases. All fudged figures. And this is nothing compared to other supposed countries where we're getting 1,000 in a day. Oh, we've got, double digits. Oh, fucking this big one here. Guarantee none of these people are tested positive. It's all fake.
108 cases have been detected over the past 24 hours. 69 of those, worryingly, are still under investigation.
69 of these are under investigation. That means they're not even tested. They're just probables. Probably someone rang up on the phone and says, I've got a runny nose. Yeah, you'll do. You're a case. We don't need to test you, even though the tests are flawed. Yeah, we'll just use these probables because that's what, I've made videos on it. That's what they're saying. They are using probable cases mixed with the bullshit testing positive cases and putting them together. You don't even have to be tested to be a case. 69 fucking under investigation. Unbelievable.
The fact that our testing rates are going up and up and up. And
That's the thing. I said they weren't testing anyone months ago. Now, 20,000 a day in Melbourne. Of course you're going to get fucking some positive, even if it's faked. Of course. If you multiply the testing by 100, you're going to get more than 1 or 2 cases. It's a fucking joke. Absolute fucking joke.
we are finding more cases is in fact a suppression strategy working.
The rest of the nation now nervously watching Victoria as the situation
Oh,
in Melbourne
are you nervous?
continues to deteriorate by the day. Patrick Murrell, Sky News.
Deteriorate by the day. Look at the rest of Australia. Oh, you must be really, really concerned. Because guaranteed, this will spread to the other states. You know, and the bullshit that's happening here in the AFL, the Football League, where Melbourne, if you don't know, is the sporting capital of the world, let alone the football. We've got 10 teams out of 18 that come out of Melbourne. And as of yesterday, there won't be any live sport in Melbourne. No live sport in Melbourne, because they're all going interstate, whether it be Queensland, in Sydney, or Perth, WA. Football teams are going there in what they call hubs, to live there in isolation and play games every, week in isolation in hubs, 4 weeks, 5 weeks at a time away from their families. This is the shit that they're doing. If you want to play the sport, you got to do as you're told. Go into hubs and live a life in lockdown. But it's fucking absolute crazy. And guaranteed that won't last. They'll spread this second wave all over Australia, because this bug, it wants to go everywhere again. It's come out of lockdown, come out of nursing homes into high-rise towers. Who knows where they're going to be next? Who knows where they're going to be next? The whole thing's a fucking joke.